Hey subscribers, welcome to another vlog. And we're out here in Muskoka. We're just a little north of Casino Rama, which we're gonna be going to in I would say a couple of hours. So thought we'd do a little quick scenery and just relax a little bit, do a little bit of a walk around, and take you guys around the falls. Guys, so we're just under the bridge here. Look at that view, pretty sweet. So like, whenever you guys have a pretty hard poker session, pretty much a good idea to come out somewhere peaceful where you can kind of maybe remember the session, go over it, and kind of remind yourself of what potentially could have went wrong. And there's no better place to do it than the outdoors or somewhere very calm and relaxing. Beauty. It's a really cool path that I kind of want to go down. It says it's closed, danger closed. But I'm gonna do it for you guys because I want you guys to see everything. Okay, we made it through the fence, and now we're gonna see the falls from the bottom, and then everything else around, which is like friggin' amazing. Guys, if you haven't been to Muskoka, this is my first time being out here, and it's just awesome. Sun is out, enjoying the view. Look at this, look at that. It's kind of like, well, I wouldn't say it's as nice as Niagara Falls, but for somewhere up north, it is pretty sweet. And people just come out here, they have a good time. You know, if you're gonna be going camping or anything like that, definitely a nice place to hit up before or after you go to Rama. Guys, I don't know how big it was, but somebody's gonna eat tonight. Alright guys, that was a danger zone walk. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I had fun. There's another view right behind me as we're walking across the bridge. So we're probably going to wrap it up over here, and probably going to catch you at Casino Rama. Hopefully we're going to jump into some 2-5. Maybe if they got 1-2, maybe they got PLO. I don't know exactly what they have, so it's gonna be a surprise for me. It's my first time, and we'll see how it goes. All right, see ya. Guys, this place has 36 flavors that we're gonna pick. All right, guys, so we got our ice cream. We ended up going super traditional and Canadian. They had 36 different flavors. I probably tried maybe 3, 4 while I was in there. Kind of wanted mango. Ultimately, I wanted coconut, but they didn't have it. So I had to stick with maple walnut. So that's not pretty bad. But I think we're gonna have this ice cream and then hit the road and go to Casino Rama. So we're just sitting here out on their little patio. Got my maple walnut right here and just enjoying a fine summer day in Muskoka, waiting to play at Casino Rama. So we're gonna soak up the sun a little bit and we're gonna hit the road very, very soon. So we're just passing through the town of Rama, or I guess it's a reserve, and I think we've definitely made it. We're only a few kilometers away, so let's get the excitement going. So we finally made it. It took a while to find a parking spot here. Not as easily as Woodbine, and you know, save the trouble. I pretty much just went to the very back end of the parking lot and found the spot, but it's okay. We have a little bit of a walk, and I'm just gonna, might as well just shoot a little bit for you and show you what it looks like from the outside on this nice sunny day. Enter the casino from here because I just read some signs that said hotel, so I'm pretty sure it's connected to the casino floor. We'll find out. So classy over here, a little more classy than Woodbine, I would say. Kind of like, I don't know, presentation center here. I'm pretty sure they got shows and all that. We'll just do a spin around. So we're going to be going to the casino now, and we're on the list for 1-2 and 2-5, and we'll see what Rama's got to offer. See you in a bit. Finished our session here at Rama, and we're gonna go outside and talk about it. So see you guys in a bit. So we're just making our way back to the hotel area, and let me tell you about the room. I mean, it's pretty small. It's kind of, I would say, a little bit intimate. It's kind of like sealed off, and it's not loud at all. I mean, some of the other casinos that I played in, if you got bands or anything playing, it gets pretty loud, and there's just a lot of ambient noise coming from the slot machines and whatnot. But I just found that in this particular room, everything's kind of closed off, and you do get a sense of privacy. So all in all, I had a good time here, and we did pretty well. We made a few bucks, so we'll talk about it in just a minute. We're just sitting out here outside the Casino Rama Hotel, and we had a fun experience at Rama. We ended up winning our second hand, and it was pretty exciting. So from the get-go, we ran pretty well this session, flopped some pretty good hands, were in some pretty good situations, and all in all, we kind of held. We didn't get unlucky or anything, so that's part of running good, right? All right, let's get into it. So our second hand, we looked down at Queen 5 of Hearts, and we're in the small blind. We're playing 7-handed, and everybody limps along, gets back to us, and now we decide to complete the small blind. We're getting pretty good odds here to see a flop, and we can flop a pretty strong flush, flush draw, and of course we can win with like 2-pair hands and regular natural full houses and all that fun stuff. So we see a flop, and the flop comes Queen 10 9, 2 diamonds and a heart. We're first to act, so we decide to lead out for 20 bucks, and then 3 guys call behind us. So now, you know, I don't know how strong my queen is. I mean, we got Queen 5, but the thing is, there's a lot of barrel opportunities. Obviously, if we're going to hit a 5, we're going to continue to barrel this hand. And if we get trips or anything, we're going to barrel this hand as well. There's also hearts that can come on the turn that gives us flush draws. So there is some improvement with our hand. It's not like we have Queen Deuce off and there's no favorable turn cards, as some people would say. It's a pretty good bet on the flop. I mean, you don't want to check it and then have somebody bet like second pair or something like that, and then you don't really know where you're at. You could be betting straight draws or all that kind of stuff, potentially flush draws. So it's just better to just bet here. Anyway, so we get 4 guys to the turn, including us. And our turn card is a Queen of Clubs. Pretty good. We got trips here. And we obviously have to bet. It's way less likely that our opponents have a queen now. So they're pretty much like all on draws, maybe gut shots, flush draws, straight draws, and all that other stuff. So we don't want to really let them get there with all the draws. So we got to bet pretty strong here, and we go for, I think, 100, 105 or 110. And everybody else folds. So that was our second hand. Won a pretty good pot. I mean, you know, it's a good start. So let's go on to the next one. All right, now this hand is a pretty fun hand. We start off under the gun, and we have Ace Jack offsuit. We decide to raise it up to 20 bucks, standard raise, and everybody at the table has kind of been pretty passive, I would say, in terms of their pre-flop aggressiveness. There was no 3-betting or anything going on like that. So I know that if we get 3-bet here, we're pretty much done with the hand. So pretty easy to open up Ace Jack under the gun here in these situations. And given that it's 5-handed, even better, right? Even in a tough lineup, Ace Jack under the gun 5-handed is a pretty strong hand. So we open it up, and it folds around to the big blind. And he completes. He's been giving us some credit, seeing us play some pretty straightforward hands in the early rounds, so definitely got our respect. And the board comes 3-3-3. We flop trips with an ace high. Most of the time, we're going to be good here, and we can pretty much bet his hands that might call, like worse ace highs. Potentially king highs might want to peel, maybe queen jack, jack 10. They just want to see if they can get that full house on the turn. So definitely a continuation bet, and we see bet 25. He calls. The turn is a 9. At this point, I mean, he could have small pairs, of course. We can't discount those at all. And if we bet here on the turn, we're just getting called by small pairs and potentially folding out hands like ace highs that we're pretty much crushing, or other high card hands that we're beating. So I think a check here is fine. So we check behind it. It goes check, check. And the river is a 9. So now the board is full house, 33399. And our opponent checks. This is a perfect opportunity for us to bet now. And if he decides to get courageous and he wants to chop the pot, it's up to him. And we bet 105. And he thinks about it, kind of makes one of these like sad folds. Definitely did not want to fold there, but he folded. He didn't have any pair or anything, so he's just like, oh, I don't want to, call to see if we're chopping. So, if they check to you, it's never a bad idea to bet in these situations. And we bet, we take it down, and we make a little extra $50 on that. So let's go on to our final jumbo sweet hand, and we'll talk about it in just 1 second. All right, so we wake up with ladies in the best position. We're on the button with pocket queens, guys. This is going to be the big hand, and it gets interesting. It gets pretty fun. So there is a poster that opens up. Well, it doesn't really open up. He posts, and then there's 2 limpers after that. So technically 3 limpers, and we're on the button. We bump it up here to 35 since we're on the button. Try to get a little action from queens, but at the same time offer a bit of protection. And the small blind cold calls, the big blind cold calls, and then everybody else, including the poster, wants to see a flop for $35. This is not really what you want with pocket queens. Even aces, you don't want anything like this, but let alone queens. We're hoping for a queen, guys. So guess what we flop? Queen, 9, Jack. Yeah. We have top set. Okay. So we're loving our hand now. This is what we really needed with queens, especially when it's like 6 ways to the flop. You really hope you hit a set, and we're looking pretty good now. We don't have the nuts, but there's so much equity, and the pot's pretty big. Can't see us really getting away, and we're definitely going to see a river. So let's see what happens. Everybody checks to the cutoff, and the cutoff decides to shove for $395. $395, guys, and the pot's like 160 something. Insane. Obviously we're calling, like we're not gonna fold here when we got queens, so we're just kind of looking at a stack. We were double checking just to make sure that that's what he had, and he indeed had 395. We had him covered. We obviously call, and everybody else decides to fold, and he flips over queen 9. Flips over queen 9. We show him queens, and we're looking pretty good, guys. Unless he goes 9-9, we got it in. So really, really good turn card. It's a brick. We know we won the hand. Jack on the river, and couldn't be any better than that. Really good result for first time here at Rama. So we hold off the running 9s for quads, and we scoop up the biggest pot of the night. That was about $1,000, and that's pretty much where most of our profits came from. So can't say that the games were super, super, super crazy. Pretty much your regular poker, but the atmosphere was great, the room was great, the servers were great, the staff there was awesome. Never really had any complaints or anything like that. So all in all, would I drive out here in the Muskoka area to play at Casino Rama? Probably. If I'm in the neighborhood, probably. But I don't know. I still like Falls View, but definitely a nice venture out here. So hope to catch you guys on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed it. And thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment below. I really want to hear what you guys think. Even if it's like good job or like cool or it sucked or what you didn't like, let me know, and I'm going to try to make more of these vlogs. I'm going to try to make them better for you. So if you let me know in the comments below, good or bad, then it's going to help me out, and ultimately it's going to help you guys out. So thanks again for subscribing. All you subscribers out there, you guys are awesome. Thanks again. Catch you on the next one. Guys, it took me about 5 minutes, if not longer, to find my car. The only thing is, there are no parking lot labels. So just be sure that you know exactly where your car is in this parking lot. This parking lot is huge. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. All right, thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one.